Hey, my name is Jordan and I'm one of the designers on Shift and Hitpoint Press, and today we're going to be teaching you how to make action rolls so you can get playing right away. Everything in Shift is built around two building blocks, traits and shift dice. They power everything in the game, whether it's your character's abilities or the things that monsters do in combat. A trait and a shift die is the basic building block of everything in Shift. Some are core traits, like body, mind, and soul. Every character has those. They represent the basic foundational abilities that your character has. Others are more specific, representing abilities like fire magic or a really cool laser gun. In Shift we call those focus traits. Every trait also has a shift die associated with it, ranging from a D4, which is the best, and down to a D12, which is the worst. The shift die associated with a trait represents how strong the trait is and how likely you are to succeed when you're making an action with it. But Jordan, I hear you ask, how do we make action rolls? Thank you so much for that question. It's really quite easy. First, describe the action you'd like your character to take, and pick one of your core traits to sort of represent that action. Maybe you want to knock a door down. You could use your body to brute force it open, or you could use your mind to find a weak spot in the door structure to make it easier to knock off its hinges. Let's use that D8 body trait of yours to get this door open. Then, check your character's focus traits. If one of them applies to the action, then you can use it too. Oh hey great, you've got a power armor focus trait with a D6 shift die associated with it. Nice, you can use that to knock down that door for sure. Now grab the dice from both of those traits and give them a roll. Alright, now let's check out the results. If either of those dice show a 1, 2, or 3, congrats, that's a success, and your character does exactly what they want them to do. That door is knocked down. Even better, if one of those dice shows a 1, then you've got a critical success, which means you'll get a little boost, like helping out an ally, or getting a little bit of extra juice on the action you're taking. That's why the D4 is the all-star of Shift, because it has the best chance of rolling a success. Of course, if neither die shows a 1, 2, or 3, that's a failure, and your action doesn't go as planned. You might get what you want, but you also might get a complication or have some other hoop that you have to jump through in order to really seal the deal. And finally, if a die shows its highest result, like a 6 on a D6 or a 10 on a D10, then it shifts down to its next worst die. A D6 would become a D8, a D10 would become a 12, etc. A die shifting down could mean a weapon running out of ammo, a vehicle blowing a tire, or in the case of your core traits, it could mean getting bruised or battered or worse. If a die gets to a D12 and it has to shift down again, then that trait is exhausted and you can't use it until you find a way to shift it back up again. Now you know how to do action rolls in Shift, so get out there and get doing stuff.